What's going on, folks, and welcome back to another Scum video. I hope you're all doing well as always. Thank you very much for your ongoing support on the channel. Today I want to throw a video out there for you guys on lockpicking, which I don't think I've ever done before, but I want to give you guys a little heads up of how certain skills can benefit your lockpicking and such, and I'll show you the tools within the game and what you can do. So please bear with me on this video, but I really hope it helps out the newer players and the more experienced players on how the lockpicking actually works within the game. So firstly, it all starts with your character creation. So obviously on the character creation screen, we're going to see the attribute values for strength, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence. Now, obviously, dexterity, under dexterity attribute, is your thievery skill. Okay, so the thievery is connected to your attribute value, and basically what's going to happen is your dexterity refers to anything related to movement and reaction. So that's all down to speed of how you do things and how you react to certain things within the game. Very detailed. So as you can see here on the top left, you can move these sliders to any way you want. Now, if I was to bring strength and constitution down, I can push my dexterity up to 4.9. I can bring my intelligence back. So you do have to compromise. Now, for the sake of this video, because this isn't the character I'm going to be using, I'm going to continue and we're going to go over to this next screen because I'm not going to be using this character. I'm just showing you the skill. I'm showing you the selection screen before we go in. So you can see on the left hand side we've got dexterity skills here, and you can see the thievery slider right there. Now I can set that to advanced. So that's all, like I said, it's all down to movement, and there's a few other things that's really going to surprise you guys if you didn't know already. So the thievery skill is all about how fast you can lockpick, the time it will give you as well, so it will give you more time to lockpick by putting it on advanced, and also at the same time, not just screwdrivers and lockpicks you can use, and we'll go through that in a moment, but you can also use the crowbar. Now, I'm going to be showing you this tutorial in single player, so I can't go and, you know, lockpick anyone's bases, for example, but I can show you some of the police stations and how to lockpick, and I can give you a little tutorial on how to do it. I'm no expert by any means. I don't think, you know, I think there's some very, very good lockpickers out there, but it is a bit of a knack that you have to sort of learn at the same time. Okay, so that's dexterity and the thievery skill explained, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the game, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do in there. Okay, ladies and gents, I promise you're going to learn something today. So this is probably going to shock you more than anything else when you learn what happens when you do go to lockpick. Lockpicking isn't straightforward, but it's easy when you know how. So before we go into anything, hit escape, go to options, go to mouse. Look at this. Mouse sensitivity lockpicking, ladies and gents. So if you're having issues with lockpicking once you work it out, then you can change your mouse sensitivity on your lockpicking. You've even got it for the bomb diffusal, but we're not doing that today. We're just sticking with the lockpicking stuff. So, okay, so we'll come out of that. Now, firstly, these are the locks you're most likely going to be picking on the island, or the only locks that you're going to be picking is the rusty, the silver lock, and the gold lock. Now, rusty is no skill, silver is medium, and advanced is obviously the gold lock there. But rumour has it the silver lock is actually one of the hardest ones. So on the island, you're going to be finding a yellow and black screwdriver, which has around 40 uses. The red ones have 3 to 5 uses as far as I'm aware. Now, you will find these bobby pins everywhere. Safety pin box. Keep these because you're going to need them. I'll show you what they do in a minute. Now, we have the crafted lockpick, which comes out of the bobby pins. I'm going to show you how to craft them out of the box in a moment. But we have the crafted lockpick. We have the standard lockpick, and we have a advanced lockpick. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to quickly just put the safety pins, just right click them and take out a bobby pin, guys. This is what you get here at the top. You get a bobby pin. Go to your crafting menu, no skill, select it over here, and then you can craft it like that. And you can see that it's the same as the one, obviously, under there. So you will need rubber gloves. Rubber gloves, especially when raiding or lockpicking player bases, because some people have shockers. Now, this is the base protection you can now get in the game, ladies and gents, okay? So you've got lock protection basic. You've got the basic one. You have the medium lock protection, and you have the advanced lock protection. So you can see if someone tries to lockpick your base, especially with the advanced, it's going to take away their fame points for every time they fail it. So your fame will drop if you are lockpicking. So keep an eye on your fame. You do need to have fame points. And you will take 1.5 to 2% of damage on these as well. That was a little while ago, but the lock protection advanced will probably give you more as far as I'm aware. But you'll have to check that out for yourself. Now, if you are if you are lockpicking anywhere in the police station, or if you're lockpicking anywhere in like airdrops, you can use the crowbar, and it will take you some time. And that is all down to the thievery and the dexterity skill. Now, remember what I said, guys. The attribute of the dexterity refers to anything related to the movement and reaction. So if you have a high dexterity, obviously a higher thievery skill, you're going to be faster at what you do. Now, make sure if you are looting a base or raiding a base, take the insulating rubber gloves, because you might have the shocker. That will help with the shock. Now, there is another way of doing this as well. If you want to practice, you can practice lockpicking all day long in Scum, but you are going to need the supplies for it as well. So if I go to, let's pick a basic lock. So on this picking board here, you can craft this, by the way, guys, by going to no skill and clicking lock picking board here. You can see that you can actually go and do this yourself. So if you hold F over it and then click lock picking basic. Now, this is what we do. This is how we do it. So it says mouse move, move the lockpick. F is to push the screwdriver into the lock to get, to snap that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit F. Now, or we start off with spacebar, sorry. It does say at the bottom there, press spacebar to start. So you press spacebar. Right, now you've only got a few seconds, so I'm just going to fail a couple of these just to show you. The mouse, this is what the mouse does. If you move the mouse, it just moves the lockpick. Doesn't move the screwdriver or anything. Now, I do have unlimited uses on here because this is a lockpicking board. It's a test board. So this is what the mouse does. Now, when we start hitting F, that's when you start to move things. Okay, so you will start, the screwdriver will start to move. So when you move your mouse around, if you tap F, you'll start seeing some movement in certain areas. So just tap F like this, like that, until you can actually see it move. And you can see it moving like that as well. So this is basically what I'm doing to try and get this. So if you hold F, once you actually find the bite and you can feel it, it's going to move. It takes time, guys. It's not easy to explain this, okay? What you do is you do this. So let's just see if we can lockpick this one. And I do have advanced engineering on this one as well, so it does take time. But it's only giving me 3 seconds on this lock, which is no time at all. But you can practice this all day long if you like. So we just need to find that biting point, and it can be quite difficult sometimes. And you can see that it is a bit of a nightmare to actually lockpick this. So we're going to keep doing this until we get it. And there we go. Success. That took longer than what I wanted it to. So lockpicking is a bit of a skill in the game. It really is. Not everyone's going to be good at it. Some people are going to be phenomenal at it. It's just how it works. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go to a police station somewhere, and I'm going to show you what the crowbar does, and I'm going to show you lockpicking an actual place. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're at a police station now. This is there's going to be places around the map that you are going to see a lot of these type of lockers within bunkers, within police stations, and other areas as well. So whenever you find these, you can't have traps on these, like player-made traps. That's only for bases. So you've only got to worry about shock protection or lock protection only on player bases. Pretty much. That's the only way you've got to worry about them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the crowbar. So if you haven't got any screwdrivers or lockpicks or anything on you at all, but you have a crowbar, you can force open the lock. As you can see, there is a timer, and it does take a little while. Even if you have advanced lockpicking as well under your dexterity, because don't forget what I said before, and I'm going to keep reiterating this, movement and reaction. Dexterity is everything. That's even like reloading and stuff like that as well, which is obviously attached to the rifle skill and the handgun skill, etc., etc. as well. So it's all to do with movement and reaction. So if I was under attack now and I had to run away, if I went back to this, you can see that timer is going faster every time because it doesn't reset. So you can come back to this and it won't take as long. So if I run back again and we go back over to this, you can see that it's just going to go round. That's how it was before anyway. So I could sit here for a minute or so and it will unlock that. But it will also, depending on your thievery skill, it will also damage some of the items inside as well. Right, let's get rid of that. So let's go around there. We're going to pick up the advanced lockpicks as well. Now, remember what I was saying before? You've got the crafted lockpick. You've got the normal lockpick. and you've got the advanced lockpick. Now, the advanced lockpick's got less chance of breaking. So if I click F on here, we hit spacebar. Now we start tapping F, and we get a lot of time as well. On these, we get a lot of time. On a base lockpicking, if you're lockpicking a base, you're not going to get as much time. But around the map, on these ones, non-player locked places, it's going to give you like 10, 11 seconds. So we're going to hit F. We're going to hit spacebar. Right, F to tap. Keep tapping. So I'm going to hold F, and I'm going to keep moving the mouse like this. So I hold F. Once I get that bite, I'm going to keep moving the mouse. So spacebar, F. Right, let's keep tapping F. There's the bite. Hold F. And sometimes it will just go round. And you have to move your mouse with it as well. So spacebar, hold F, or tap F. There's the bite. And let's move the mouse while holding F. And there we go. We've got it. It's very finicky, ladies and gents. But hopefully you get where I'm coming from with this. So, we could go upstairs. There's a couple down there as well. But there's a couple of lockers up here as well. And we can do that. So you tap F, spacebar, tap F, find the biting point. Let's do this. There it is. Hold F. Move the mouse. There we go. And let's do the same spacebar. Tap F. Find the biting point. Move the mouse. There we go. We've lockpicked it. So, ladies and gents, that's what I wanted to give you today. It's a little bit of a guide. I know some of you guys know this already, but it's just a little tip on, and some things you didn't learn, like the mouse sensitivity, or you didn't know before. The mouse sensitivity, insulating gloves, especially when going to player-made locks, player-made bases and stuff like that as well, because you can put the shockers on now. So hopefully that helped. If that did, please leave a comment in the description below and let us know how you found the video. So ladies and gents, if you haven't hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, please do, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.